Shrine Christmas fruitcakes. If you're from Windsor or Essex or the region, you should know about these. I'm here with Right Worshipful Brother Don Warner, but also Past Potentate from 2004 of the Mocha Shrine, who is here today to talk about a very cool and very important, at least since I've been a Mason, Essex holiday tradition, the Christmas fruitcakes from the Shrine. So welcome.
Thank you, Worshipful Brother Cameron, for inviting me to be a part of your podcast. I'm excited when you asked me to do this, and I've never done a podcast before, but here we are doing it live, and I'm looking forward to trying to, if there's any questions to be asked, I hope to be able to answer them for you.
Well, my first question, I'm just curious. I recall hearing about these fruitcakes when I first joined Freemasonry. How long has the shrine been selling them for? In it just locally, like in the Essex region. How long has this been going on for?
Oh my gosh, I think it's hard. It's got to be 10 plus years for sure. For sure. We started off at a very, very small scale. We used to bring in a couple of hundred cakes a year and sell them. This year, we're well over 1,000 cakes that we have brought in, and it's growing and growing every year. And we're just pleased with the support of the Windsor and Essex County people that do support us every year.
And how's it been growing? Is it just through word of mouth? Like I don't see them being advertised much, but it seems like every year more and more people want them or interested in them.
Yeah, right now, due to the pandemic, we're not out and around like we used to be. We used to be quite visible. We used to be in the lobbies of all the hospitals in Windsor here, being Ouellette Campus, being Windsor Regional Hospital, Met Campus, the TAFOR Center, senior centers. We used to be very visible ever since the pandemic. Obviously, we can't go into these buildings. So our main way of trying to promote them is I personally went to several vendors around town or merchants and asked them if they would sell our Christmas cakes for them from their resident or from their place of business. They all offered. Nobody said they wouldn't do it. So like right now, I've got, I believe, 7 or 8 vendors out there that are selling cakes for us, and I promote them on Facebook. Tell them if you're looking for a shrine Christmas fruit cake, go to one of these 7 or 8 vendors, and I list them all on my Facebook page. And that's how the word gets out.
And can you list them all here? I can throw it down in the comments as well, but who's are in the description to the video. But which groups or which businesses are selling the fruitcakes?
Well, I'll try to remember them all. In the Riverside area, I have 2 locations. The Pomegranate restaurant, it's a Chinese restaurant here on Wyandotte East. There's Sandy's Riverside Grill, also on Wyandotte Street East. And then I'm trying to move around the map here. I go up on Upper Jefferson. There's a place called From Vine to Wine, which is a place you go to make your wine. Obviously, I'm a good customer of his, and he's obviously helping us out. Then we go to MacLaren's Photo Shop on Tecumseh Road. That kind of covers that part of town. South Windsor, we have Nana's Bakery. You wonder why a bakery would be selling shrine fruitcakes, but they do. They love what the Shriners do, and he has been a great supporter of us for many years. Brand new one on board this year is XTRA nail finished. I'm sorry, what do you call them? Nail. I don't get my nails done, so I don't know what you call them. You go where you get your nails done. Extra nail place. And they're selling them for us on Ottawa Street. And then new this year, the East Side Canadian Tire Store has put them on their shelf for us to raise some money for. So I don't know if I named them all. I think I have. Oh, no. And then the Moose Lodge on Tecumseh Road West is kind of our extreme west side. So all of those individual places sell our Christmas cakes for us.
And I will leave a list of those also in the description to this video. It's amazing how it's only been approximately 10 years or so that this has been going on, and it really has, I think, both within Masonic circles and without Masonic circles, just in the community at large, it's really become, its own kind of holiday and Christmas tradition. I buy one every year and give them out as at least one, and give it out as a gift. And, people expect it. I know families and Masons will purchase them and have it as part of their holiday dinner, their holiday supper, Christmas dinner. What is it about this, you think, that the Christmas cakes and the fruit cakes that has made it become such a traditional part of the holiday season for so many people?
Well, Cam, I think a big part of it is this fez I'm wearing on my head. People recognize that. They know that it's for Shriners. We support a lot of local charities here in town. Obviously, our mainstream is Shriners Hospital for Children, but we also support pediatric facilities here in Windsor and Essex County. For example, the John McGivney Center, we support the Met Hospital Pediatrics floor. We donate that. We donated funds to the Miracle Park, the new Miracle Park for children. The list goes on, and just right now I didn't prepare a list, but yeah, there are several places that we support, and we do it all for kids.
Yeah, I think that's, and this will be a shorter video. This is one of my Wednesday information videos where the topic is shorter, but some information we provide to the community. It's funny how many people still, even Freemasons, don't recognize that Shriners are actually part of the Masonic community. They tend to think of them as a separate organization in a lot of cases. But of course, it's not the case. Shriners are a very important part of the Masonic family, and the charitable works that they do, helping children. I mean, Shriners hospitals, it's one of those things that's so well known and such a valuable and important part of the Masonic family. And the funds from these Christmas cakes go towards supporting, as you said, pediatric wards, children's hospitals, and what's better than at the holiday season to do that and support that?
Yeah, I thank you for that, Cameron. That's true. I brought to show you one of our cakes that we're selling this year. This is the cake that we are selling. It's a 2-pound fruit cake, and it's got the shrine symbol on it. It has the thank yous on there about the shrine. Whoops, I got to get it up here. And I can open it up here, and well, I don't know how this will show up, but I'll see what I can do here. Inside is the 2 individual pieces, each 1 pound, and they are gourmet. I know you're probably getting a reflection off the light here and all that kind of stuff, but believe me, they are excellent fruitcakes. And for your information, I mean, we try to tell people these are not made locally here in Windsor. They come from all the way from Glace Bay, Nova Scotia. There's a bakery out there that makes shrine Christmas cakes for all lots of shrine clubs, and that's where ours come from, Glace Bay, Nova Scotia.
Well, and that's something that's important to bring up too. This podcast, we've discussed a lot of things related to Freemasonry and within Windsor and Essex, but we have a lot of listeners, a lot of listeners and guests from outside the area, outside Windsor and Essex. And ours is not the only shrine that has sells fruitcakes, Christmas cakes.
True.
At the holiday season, right? There are many
clubs across Ontario, East Coast. I can't talk about the West. I don't know, but yeah, this particular bakery supplies right from Nova Scotia eastward. I know, and I'd say we're probably one of the furthest east, being Windsor. I know Sault Ste. Marie, they sell them, so I guess we're on the same plateau type thing. But yeah, they sell all over the place. We're the only ones selling fruitcakes here in Essex County.
And even though so first of all, if you're in the Sioux, if you're, in Ontario, check with your local shrine, see what they're doing. Because even if they're not doing fruitcakes, they may be doing something else. Check it out. All the money goes to support very, worthwhile causes. And that's something important to bring up. The fruitcakes may come in from a bakery in the Maritimes, but the money raised, right, it goes to help. It helps both locally and throughout, the province. It's one of those things where the money really does help us here.
We always say Shriners helping children. That's our main plateau, is to help children.
And there's a list in the description for where you can pick these up in person, but are there other options for people if they want to pick up a fruitcake, but they're not able to make it to one of the stores listed below?
Well, I personally deliver around, but I mean, an individual fruitcake, if somebody's not capable of getting around, then I can personally deliver it, but I do kind of have some in my garage at home here, and that's where I kind of get distribute them from. And plus I deliver them to the different vendors too.
Is there a contact information, someplace where people can reach you if they want to?
Yeah, you can use my cell phone number. That's probably the best thing to do. It's area code 519-259-5579. That's my cell phone. If I'm not available, just leave a message and we'll get back to you and make arrangements.
And we talked a bit about this offline, but it's and you mentioned at the start, every year the number of sales has gone up. Your sales this year have been quite good so far. So is it safe to say if people want a fruitcake for the holiday season for Christmas, the sooner they order, the better? Because it sounds like they might be running out.
I have a shipment coming in this week of 40 cases, which is 840 cakes. Sounds like a lot, but of those 40 cases, 29 are already been asked for, and they will be delivered as soon as I receive them. That's part of my job, is to deliver those cases to the individuals that have ordered. A lot of people order a whole case, and that's what I do.
So don't sleep on it if you get the chance.
No, it only leaves 11 cases, a little over 100 cakes, not spoken for.
And they'll go, right? They'll if people don't want them for themselves, like me, I use them as a gift every Christmas. They make great gifts. They make a great thing to add to a Christmas dinner or a holiday party. And you're helping the shrine, which, as the Past Potentate Don Warner said, the shrine helps children. So what better thing to spend money on this holiday season than a delicious Christmas cake from Nova Scotia? What was the name of the bakery again?
Glace Bay, Nova Scotia.
There you go. And with that, Right Worshipful Sir, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk about these things. Like I said, it's a great local tradition. It's become a great local tradition, and I've no doubt that every year you'll see the sales go up and up and up. So thank you so much for being here.
I thank you, and maybe I might be the first, but to wish you a Merry Christmas and everybody else. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well.